Today, we will learn how to upgrade our city and continue down the path of complete colonization of this planet. If you are enjoying this game, please click the like button and subscribe if you aren't already. So I think I want to build another workwear facility because I know in my test playthrough, that was kind of important. I needed the workwear facility. So we'll plop another one right next door. And we'll try to get some workwear. We might need another cotton farm as well, because that seems to be struggling a bit. So let's place another cotton farm down. And we'll drop one right there. Get some fields around it. And it looks like we have an electricity problem, which is fine, because I think we have enough bricks to build another energy farm anyways, which is what we'll do. And we're good there. We now have enough electricity to cover for that. And we just gotta make sure that these citizens are happy. And it looks like we can start upgrading as soon as we get the bricks. So I'll show you what happens when we upgrade here. I think I'm gonna do this side as the upgraded residence here. So we can upgrade this residence here. It becomes a developer residence. And now we get this fancy house here. And we, instead of workers, we have developers. And you can fit 20 developers per developer house. But they also require a lot more to be happy. So they want fruit juices, holo displays, bakery products, and cinema on top of everything else that they were already getting. So they're a lot harder to keep happy. But that also means we unlocked some new buildings. So let's check that out. So the new buildings we unlocked is... we're in the science section now. So we can still build the spaceport. We can still build a new and improved warehouse. We can do a coal mine. But a coal mine, we need 100 developers. So that's a lot of developers that we need to get. And with the coal mine, we can get a coal power plant. And the coal power plant produces a lot more electricity than the wind power plants do, which could benefit us greatly. We can also do iron mine. We can do we need a coal mine. So we need iron and coal to produce iron ingots. And then the iron can then produce steel. We need steel for a lot of things in the future. But we can also start improving their happiness with the fruit juices. So we can get a fruit farm and we can get a sugar beet farm. And those will produce a juicer. So if we put that into a juicer, it'll produce the fruit juices that the developers want. But unfortunately, we just don't have enough developers as it is. And we need to sit here and upgrade a bunch of these buildings so that we have the developers that we need. So we're going to kind of upgrade along the outside here until we can't anymore. And that's about as far as we can go. We also see the city center upgraded too since we upgraded the houses. And you can see we have 134 people, 135-ish. We have 80 workers and 55 developers. So that's kind of what we're looking at here. I haven't gotten any further than... I haven't gotten too much further than this. I haven't upgraded past the developer, so this is about as far as I know. And I've built a few of these things. I haven't gotten much farther than that. I was just kind of doing a test run. But I did kind of figure out that this can get messy pretty fast if you don't plan ahead. That's why I started putting farms here. I did a residential zone here, and then here's my industrial section. They're separated. But you can see we're making money. And we have plenty of electricity. And we got some bricks. So I guess our only goal right now is to get the coal mine, which we do have some coal areas. Our nearest one is actually over here, which is farther than the clay mine, but here is iron as well. So our coal and our iron are actually really close together, which is a good thing, because those two are hand in hand. I've never done anything with oil, so I don't really know what's going on with that. But yeah, it's a lot of management, but you kind of build your city out like this. Let's see, what else can we get here? We can start upgrading some more residences. We need to get that 100 developer goal. We're getting closer and closer. It looks like only 11 developers want to be in there at once. So if I just do a couple more, I will need to build out more housing. Okay, so we're at 98. We'll probably need to do another one just because it's going to be at 99 and stuck there. But I do want to build some more housing just so I can have the regular workers. We're going to start pushing them closer to the industrial zones. We're out of bricks. So I might need to add a third brick smeltery. Because it looks like we're not losing any clay. So we might as well get another brick smeltery. But we just need to wait on the bricks. And now we got it. So let's place our third brick smeltery right over here. And now we can produce a ton of bricks really fast. And we can expand our city as we see fit. We have 99 developers. I need one more to be upgraded. So then I can start doing coal mines. But until then, we're stuck with this. Let's see. Okay, we can develop. Okay, we got some new buildings unlocked. And that means we have the capability to build a small space shipyard. And we'll get there eventually. But I think the first thing I want to do is now we can build a coal mine. Let's go build that coal mine so we can start preparing for a coal power plant. And we'll face it that direction. The coal power plant is going to take steel. So we need to produce the steel first. Which is going to take these bad boys down here. So we need to get an iron mine. And we're not going to have enough electricity for it. We already don't have enough electricity for it. Oh, looks like we upgraded down here too. We'll check that out soon. We need to build another wind farm to balance out our power. And then we'll build ourselves the iron mine. Why not? Oh, there we go. Now it'll let me. Okay. So we got an iron mine. We got a coal mine. We can build the iron smeltery as soon as we have enough bricks for it. But apparently we're out of power again. Looks like we're going to need another wind power farm. I think we use a lot more electricity when we have to have the houses turned on. Which makes sense. Yeah, looks like that's what's happening. So we'll build another wind plant. And we'll put it... I don't really want to block any of that. So we'll put it over here. And that should provide us a lot of power. We're losing money again, but that's not really a big deal. Let's see here. So we can check out what's going on. So we have this class 1 and class 2. In class 2, we can start doing hollow displays. So with a hollow display, we need copper. We need semiconductor manufacturer, which comes from copper. Then we need sand mines, which we can turn that into glass. And all that goes into a hollow factory. So that's going to take a while to get to. For now, I kind of want to focus on getting this iron smeltery together. And we might want to put a warehouse out here. So they don't have as far to travel. So yeah, we'll put one like right in this area. So they won't have to travel too far. See, the drone's already dropping stuff off. And now let's focus on the iron smeltery, which I think would be pretty cool to have right along the ocean front or waterfront or whatever it is, lakefront. Scaling's kind of hard here. And we need more electricity. Of course. That's just a lot of balancing. And I can't do a coal power plant until I start producing steel. But I see we need to get ourselves another wind park. Just a lot of like back and forth, you know. I wish the wind farm produced a little bit more electricity, like maybe 25, because that feels like it'd be more balanced. But I mean, it is what it is. So if we go back into here, we just need to wait on our steelworks, which we should be producing bricks fairly quickly. I mean, we got 3 of the plants, so it should be quick. We might need another clay mine at some point. We'll get there. We'll talk about that when we get there. Let's see. We're able to build this steelworks, which we want to put nearby this one because that's where everything is. And there is our steel factory. So our steel factory just takes iron ingots, which we're producing now, and we should be able to produce a bunch of steel. But of course, electricity is an issue. It won't be an issue for long. We just need to get our 3 steel and we need to go. So unfortunately, we're going to have to kind of suffer until then. But we should be able to get steel. We should be able to get a coal power plant really, really soon. We're just missing 1 steel. But we're almost there. We're about to get it. There is our 3rd steel. We can get a coal power plant down, which we will plop right over here. And as soon as it gets its first coal delivered to it, we will see our power spike to 82. So this produces 80 electricity as long as you have coal. So that's really good. Now we shouldn't have to worry about our power supply for too long, but we are running out of money pretty quickly. So the only way to solve that really is to make sure we have plenty of residences. And I think we're kind of at that point where we need more anyways, because we only have 50 workers and we have 110 developers. Well, we're going to need 300 developers. I think maybe even 400. Can't remember off the top of my head. For this one, yeah, we're going to need 300. So we got to get a bunch more residences here real quickly. And we're just going to kind of expand our residences into this area here. So let's place down a bunch of housing. Okay, we just plopped down a crap ton of houses out here. That brought us to a bunch of people. It should help stabilize our income. We are losing money pretty quickly, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We got a massive wind farm out here. We'll leave it at that. But yeah, you can see how you kind of like start taking over an entire planet. I mean, we're already extracting clay, iron, and coal. We haven't even touched limestone or oil yet. So this is... You can see how this game kind of scales pretty quickly. Because I'm just building a bunch of houses. Which we're going to continue doing that right now. We'll get some nice beachfront houses. And these ones will definitely be developer houses when we get to it. Okay, that's a ton of houses. I'm not sure if these are included in this over here. It looks like it is because it's connected to a city center. So I think as long as you have the houses connected like this, they will be connected to the city center. Because I know I built some houses in my like test playthrough. I built some off and they weren't connected. So I had to build a separate city center for them. And that I think can kind of get a little confusing. So let's see, we want to get some developer houses down this way, but we need the residences to move in. So we're kind of waiting on residences before we can do anything there. We'll take a look at our warehouse to see how that's faring. We got plenty of workwear. We got pretty good amount of vegetables, but I think the developers take a lot more. So we might need to consider getting another farm, because we're slowly depleting. I think another farm would be beneficial. We could put one right here, and then just drop some fields around it. I think that'll be beneficial to have. That's a lot of farming here, but that's okay. We're kind of like getting that clear divide of what's what. So we have our farms here. Yeah, this is looking good. And the more warehouses we have, the more we can store of each product. And the closer you have a warehouse to some industrial, the less they have to travel. So that's a really cool concept. I like that idea. Looks like we're producing plenty of iron. We're producing plenty of steel. We're good on electricity for now. We're sitting pretty good. We just need to see where we're at with workers. We have 220. So we should be able to start upgrading here. So yeah, we'll start upgrading some of these guys here. So we get those developers that we want so badly. Well, we can't do this yet. We're just waiting on a brick, which we got. And now we got some nice houses right along the beach. I think they'll appreciate that. So what do we got for developers now? We have 176. If we want to get more quickly, we probably want to start producing some of these fruit juices. So that is 2 different farms that we need, but we gotta wait for bricks. And it takes a lot of electricity to do that too, so we might need a second coal power plant. We'll see when we get there though. So we'll get this fruit farm started first. We'll plop it here. I don't know how many fields I can have. I can have 6. So having one there, and in these locations. Okay, so we got a pretty hefty fruit farm there. We'll also need ourselves a sugar beet farm, which we're still waiting on the bricks for. Starting to get dark because the sun's on over there. This is such a cool view though, isn't it? Like, you got a planet, you got a sun. Like, this is so cool. Got a bunch of planets over there. Like, this game is fun. We're producing a lot of money now that we got all these residences in here. That's really good. So this sugar beet farm we can now place down. We're gonna plop it right there. How about that? And we get 4 fields from this one. There we go. Now we should start, or we should be able to produce fruit juices. We just need some bricks. So our biggest constraint right now is bricks. We don't have enough bricks for anything, but we should. You can see all the drones just coming to this building here. Vegetables is a problem. We're actually running out of vegetables here, so we might need another farm for that. We got plenty of fruits. We got some sugar coming in. I think I want to place another vegetable farm down just because we're kind of like not sitting pretty with that. So we're going to start going into the forest here. I'm going to plop one down here. We'll get some fields around here. Oh, I have one more. Boom. There we go. So that should be good on vegetables for now. I'm hoping, because we're running out quickly. But it's probably because I have a lot of residences right in this area. Okay, looks like we're starting to produce more. That's good. Or at least we're stable. That's kind of what we're looking for here. I'm not able to build that juicer just yet, but I'm going to place it right over here. So that is 20 bricks. We're 3 shy. Just one more round of the factories and we should be good there. Okay, we can build ourselves a juicer. And now that will produce fruit juices, and that'll make our developers a lot happier. Okay, here we go. Our first set of fruit juices. And we have a power production problem already. Okay, so we got our first fruit juices. Does that make these guys happy? Yes, it does. Our electricity came back. We're good. We'll probably have to put down another coal power plant. But it makes them 66% happy, so we should start seeing more developers. We really need that coal power plant now, don't we? But we're short on bricks, so just give it a few seconds. We should be able to put one down right about now. There we go. And what are we looking at for coal? We got plenty of coal. So that should fire up pretty soon. It did. Okay, we're good. And now we shouldn't have any issues. Our developers should be a lot happier now that they're getting fruit juices. Holo displays is going to take a lot. Bakery is going to take a lot. Yeah, so there's